Good Thursday, everyone. Thanks for stopping by GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, your source for weather information for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith with the in-depth forecast analysis video discussion for the 6th of February 2014. And we're waking up to another cold morning with fresh snowpack across the region. And some black ice too. Temperatures this morning are generally running in the low teens across interior northwestern New Jersey and the Poconos region, to the mid and upper teens to low 20s in the New Jersey, New York City metropolitan area and out on Long Island, where there's a few more mid and high level clouds across the region. All the winds are from the north as high pressure builds in today. Temperatures probably going to struggle to get to near freezing today with the fresh snowpack, despite the gusty winds this morning too at about 15 to 20 miles an hour, ushering in some chillier air across the region once again, or just a reinforcing of the chilly air that's already over the forecast region, and those winds will begin to abate during this evening. Land and sea watches, warnings, and advisories. Small craft advisories until 11 a.m. this morning for the coastal waters of the New Jersey, the Delmarva, and the Chesapeake region. Also, small craft advisories until 12 noon for just about the southern shores of Long Island Sound, with northwest winds at 15 to 20 knots, gusting up to 25 knots, diminishing during this afternoon. Some choppy seas at 4 to 6 feet. Interior areas, we have the winter weather advisory for black ice, basically for the southern regions of Connecticut, the shorelines of Connecticut, all of New York City and its boroughs, out towards all of Long Island, and northeastern New Jersey too, and the lower Hudson Valley region until about 10 o'clock this morning, as the sun begins to work over some of the black ice that's currently on the ground. The good news is that we're not expecting any precipitation within the region over the next 24 to 48 hours. And the visible satellite imagery this morning shows the stream of mainly cirrus clouds exiting northeast here across the region. Most of these are just obviously high clouds at about 25 to 30,000 feet and higher than that, as we find a jet culprit or a jet streak here running from probably just around Texas all the way up to the northeast, and that will just be affecting our area with some high clouds today and some drier air as well. See, the water vapor imagery this morning shows a plethora of a little bit of moisture here in the mid and upper levels, but basically bone dry air across the New Jersey, New York City, Philadelphia metropolitan area this morning. Latest water vapor imagery from off the west coast shows our traffic cop here, low pressure, upper level low spinning south of the Aleutian Islands. This is help to keep the basically the zonal flow in across the country, with disturbances cutting over the top of it, over the ridge, and under it in the subtropical jet stream, and pumping plenty of moisture now into California as these disturbances, 1, 2, move in across the region. Here is cold, dry air coming in from the northern polar stream, and eventually these two systems will kind of converge and keep a stream or a flow of systems moving across the midsection of the country. Here's our cirrus now associated with the southern stream here, all the way from Texas all the way to northern New England this morning with the cirrus. Here's our next disturbance moving in the California coast, and another disturbance here getting ready to drop down through the upper Midwest. This one here is going to be producing a storm off the East Coast on Saturday night and Sunday morning, and this low here will probably not catch up to this one, which is outpacing the northern stream here, and this will produce light snow around here with an inverted trough on Saturday night and early Sunday morning. Could be looking for a little bit more snow around here on Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening as well. Future reflectivity and cloud cover forecast from Penn State's eWall site. Just plenty of cirrus clouds, not really affecting the area today. Quite dry. Temperatures running 10 to 15 degrees below normal. In fact, we're going to find temperatures below normal right through early next week as we continue in this split flow pattern. By the time we get to Friday night and Saturday morning, more clouds increase across the region, but they should not really affect us with any precipitation. Just weak systems moving through in the northern stream, just nothing but cloud cover and broken sunshine throughout the region. Now, by the time we get to Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening, here's that system that I talked about off the California coast now. It's getting off the southern mid-Atlantic coast states on Saturday afternoon, probably bringing a plume of light snow across the region into the Delmarva zones, according to the NAM model on Saturday evening. This is our other system here that is kind of trying to catch up to this one and trying to merge. It could be an inverted trough here, and this is where we could have a little bit more light snow around the region Saturday night and Sunday morning. It really just depends on how far north this system makes it in its western shield. And then this disturbance here, this clipper, will drive south and east across the region, moving directly over us during Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening with a light snow event. And for the aviational weather deck today, plenty of basically IFR, VFR, and to partial MVFR conditions across the region. Temperature at Newark this morning, a cold 123. Overcast skies with broken ceilings at 25,000. Scattered clouds at 24,000. Those are cirrus clouds there, as we just talked about. There'll be some scattered clouds and broken clouds across the region this morning into early afternoon, and then just some broken to scattered clouds across the region during late this afternoon, and then again tomorrow too, with the winds out of the northwest dropping off to about 10 miles per hour, and just cold, dry conditions across the region. Philadelphia, same kind of story. Overcast conditions at 22,000, broken at 18,000, a few scattered clouds at 14,000 this morning. Temperature at the airport 25, the wind northwest at 15, gust to 28. That makes the wind chill 13. And broken ceilings, some scattered clouds across the region, northwest winds dying off during the afternoon. And then from late tonight into tomorrow morning, basically westerly winds at about 10 knots, some scattered clouds at 4 to 12,000 feet, and visibility is better than 10 miles, basically VFR conditions. GFS maps into motion now, basically high pressure getting control of our forecast through the region through the next 24 to 48 hours, basically below normal temperatures, some black ice, and temperatures rising to just around freezing today, probably remaining about that way tomorrow too, as high pressure is in control. Maybe a little bit more modifying of the air mass tomorrow with the more westerly surface flow. Temperatures could get near or above freezing in a few spots, and that's good news. The sunshine will obviously work over the black ice issues during the day, but at night and early morning hours, any standing or water that has or ice that has melted will refreeze in spots again over the region. So entrance and exit ramps obviously have to be monitored. High pressure building in across the region, cresting over the region on Saturday. And here comes our next little disturbance here, the one that was over California now. It's in the southeastern states and developing and moving off the mid-Atlantic coast states. And as such, keeps the plume of moisture here just to the south and east, maybe getting into the Delmarva with some light snow on Saturday afternoon. This is an indication from our northern stream here of a little bit more of an inverted trough as we get through the forecast period on Sunday morning. We can see the bagginess here in the isobars. This is an inverted trough, maybe a little conjoinment here as this disturbance moves in across the region. Could have some light snow around here on Sunday afternoon. Sunday morning rather, Sunday afternoon, and then out of the region on Sunday night. Light accumulations expected at this time, but we must monitor the southern Delmarva region on Saturday afternoon and evening. That could be more wetter snow, and that could be more of an accumulating snow at this time, and we'll keep a monitor on that too. And basically, high pressure back into control across the region. The split flow continues, more isentropic lift. Here's our next disturbance here, moving across the region on Tuesday morning. It's a little faster on the GFS than previous model runs. We could be dealing with some light snow breaking out again across the region on Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon, and Tuesday evening as the storm system heads off the mid-Atlantic coast states once again. And then this gets a little bit interesting. High pressure builds in across the region. Cold dome, cold Arctic air damming, cold air damming CAD signature. Again, surface low develops in the Gulf, moves off the Carolina coast, and then deepens. And we can see the high beginning to retreat a little bit to the north and east, and as such, Thursday night and Friday is increasing cloud cover with precipitation in our southern regions beginning early. And then we could be looking at a mixture of snow and ice once again next Friday morning across the region. So our active and over hyper snowy winter season of 2014 continues for the region for the next couple of weeks, and we'll keep a monitor of each and individual storm system as they make their way across the region. For Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, I'm forecaster Robert Smith. You make it a good Thursday. We'll be back bright and early with you on Friday morning.